So, nagtanong kami kay Director Edgardo Garvida of the Senate Committee Affairs Bureau. He has affirmed that Senate tradition has upheld committee jurisdiction even if there is no resolution, bill, or privileged speech referred by the plenary session to the particular committee. In other words, to divest the committee of jurisdiction today, the Senate has to make an exception of its own tradition. That exception would indicate discrimination and maybe even partisanship. Noon pa, pinapayagan naman ng iba-ibang kongreso, iba-ibang senado, na basta committee mo yan at nasa jurisdiction ng committee mo, hindi ka na kailangan mag-file ng resolution dahil i-assign lang naman din sa iyo, kaya bakit mo papatagalin? Ngayon ginagamit yan laban sa akin. Second allegation, there is no proposed law. Wala ka namang batas. Bakit ka mag-conduct ng legislative hearing? Ano itong mga illiterates na ito? Should be called the living dead. Kasi kunwari buhay, pero namatay ng mga utak nila. Hindi man lang sila nagbabasa. Under the Rules of Procedure Governing Inquiries in Aid of Legislation, Section 1, such inquiries may refer to the implementation or re-examination of any law or appropriation in connection with any proposed legislation or the formulation therein, or in connection with future legislation, or will aid in the review or formulation of a new legislative policy or enactment. They may also extend to any and all matters vested by the Constitution in Congress and or in the Senate alone. I can recite to entire hundreds of cases where the Supreme Court held basically that the power of inquiry of the Senate is almost plenary. There does not have to be a law that's specific from the Supreme Court. Because you might just be thinking of a law, pwede na yan. Or, baka merong batas, pero pinag-iisipan mo kung paano mo amenda ang batas na iyan para maging lalong mas maganda. Kaya in other words, maski basta may tungkol lang sa batas, past, present, or future, basis na iyan for an inquiry. Again, I accuse my critics of illiteracy, of a criminal degree. Number 2 answer. Under the Senate rules, Rule 10 of the committees, Committee on Constitutional Amendments, Revision of Codes and Laws, all matters proposing the compilation and revision of existing codes and laws. Malapit na ako mag-introduce ng bill to make idiocy a crime in the Philippines punishable by life imprisonment because we have no more death penalty. Biro mo, panahon ng ating Senado, ginugugol natin sa pagpaliwanag, inaaksaya natin ang panahon ng ating Senado sa mga ganito, gusto akong pasagutin ng mga ganitong pagtatanong na maliwanag naman ang mga sagot ay nasa Rules of Procedure namin o kaya sa Senate Rules namin. In the notice of meeting sent to the 11 committee members, the chair specified the topic as evaluation of the DILG under Secretary Rico Puno event under the Administrative Code and the 1990 DILG Act as amended. Thus, to repeat, the committee will review the Administrative Code, the DILG Act as amended, and depending on the outcomes, recommend their revision. Third allegation. The present DILG investigation, allegedly conducted by Malacanang, prevents the Senate from conducting its own investigation. Ano naman ito? Ano naman itong illiteracy na ito? Answer. Under the Rules of Procedure Governing Inquiries in Aid of Legislation, Section 3, Jurisdictional Challenge, the filing or pendency of any prosecution of criminal or administrative action shall not stop or abate any inquiry to carry out a legislative purpose. Sayang lang pag-eskwela ko sa UP College of Law na pinapasagot ako ng mga ganitong uri. Dapat dito sa dapat sana may karapatan akong sa pituhin ng mga nagtatanong ng ganito. Fourth allegation. The probe should be transferred from Miriam to some other senator who chairs some other committee. My comment is, what's not to like about me, ha? Bakit? Nakakahawa ba ako? Am I so repulsive that the hearing on an important public controversy should be transferred from me without any basis to some other committee? I have distributed this paper to the media para intindihin nila. Bakit maaga pa, nag-umpisa na naman ako. Di ka ba naman matuyuan ng dugo dito eh. Let me start. Mr. Puno, I will ask you later to answer these questions. I will now read this to you so that you can prepare, you will have adequate notice to prepare your answer. There is something that bothers me from all the excuse letters of those who are not present. It appears to me that the President of the Philippines has ordered his cabinet not to attend this meeting or this hearing. I have a letter dated September 13, signed by the Executive Secretary under the letterhead of the Office of the President. And I will just quote what is pertinent to our purposes today. He says, while the President believes there should be utmost cooperation between the independent branches of government, His Excellency likewise believes in the importance of ensuring the success and productive outcome of any hearing in aid of legislation. In light of this, we endeavored to obtain details regarding the committee hearing to guide members of the Cabinet who have been invited as resource persons to said hearing, namely, the undersigned, that is to say, Executive Secretary Paquito Ochoa, DOJ Secretary Laila De Lima, DOTC Secretary and incoming DILG Secretary Manuel Mar Rojas, and DNR Secretary Ramon Paje. And follows this paragraph. Unfortunately, we have been unable to obtain the requisite referral by the plenary to your committee. Tinatanong ng technical na pagtatanong, bakit wala kang resolution? Na hindi naman tinatanong sa ibang mga committee noon, ako lang solo. So on the apple of their eye. Neither have we been furnished with a list of the committee's questions to guide the invited resource persons. Ha? Eh, dumating kayo dito, wala naman kayong mga questions ha? Taon-taon, year in and year out, ilang libong hearings ang ginakandak ng Senado, wala namang nagtatanong. Ano ba ang ipagtatanong ninyo sa amin? Kung sino man ang abogadong nag-draft nitong sulat na ito, dapat patalsikin ni Presidente Aquino dahil duling. Kasi sa ating saligang batas, merong provision tungkol sa inquiries in aid of legislation, kasunod doon ang provision tungkol sa question hour. Kinonfuse niya silang dalawa kasi nga duling eh. I will read to you. The provision of the Constitution. This is Article 6, the Legislative Department, Section 21. The Senate or any of its respective committees may conduct inquiries in aid of legislation in accordance with duly published rules of procedure. Basta sinunod mo yung rules of procedure, tama na yon, sabi ng saligang batas. The rights of persons appearing in or affected by such inquiries shall be respected. Tapos, ito ngayon, yan ang tungkol sa public hearing natin. Ang kasunod ay Section 22, na tungkol naman sinatawag namin sa Senado na question hour. Ito ngayon ang kino-quote sa akin. Hindi naman ito question hour eh. Dapat suntukin na lang kaya yung abogadong yun for having low IQ? Kung sino man yun. Nakaka-insulto eh. Section 22. The heads of departments may, upon their own initiative, with the consent of the President, or upon the request of either House, as the rules of each House shall provide, appear before and be heard by such House on any matter pertaining to their departments. Written questions shall be submitted to the President of the Senate or the Speaker of the House of Representatives at least 3 days before their scheduled appearance. Interpellation should not be limited to written questions but may cover matters related thereto. Kaya pinagpalit niya. Ay, nagsasay siya ng batas sa akin, abogada. Abogado kayong sumulat nito. Ay, padisbar ko ito ah. Sunod-sunod kasi ang Section 21 tungkol sa committee hearing. Ang Section 22 tungkol sa question hour. Sinasite niya sa akin ngayon, itong pirmado ng Executive Secretary, ang Section 22 tungkol sa question hour. Kaya natawag kong duling yun eh. Baka may iba pang mental infirmities yun, hindi lang natin alam. Ngayon, meron pa nagpapapel na baka daw walang jurisdiction itong committee na ito. This is a challenge to jurisdiction which is provided for by the Senate rules. Questions of jurisdiction under our rules, as long as there is a quorum, shall be decided by majority vote of the senators who are present. Di dahil may quorum tayo at dalawa kaming senador. The majority therefore will be 2 out of 2. Kaya kung kasundo kami, may jurisdiction kami. Ngayon, baka nag-ambisyon ng iba sa inyo na i-challenge ang jurisdiction ko dahil na nalagay na ito sa dyaryo eh. Pati yung mga hindi abogado, nag-abo-abogadohan. Hindi ba? Krimen yata yan sa penal code, magpanggap-panggap ka. Kung sino ka, yun pala hindi na magpanggap ka, halimbawa na abogado ka, yun pala hindi ka naman abogado. Oh, I have distributed this paper to the media. Answers to allegations against committee jurisdiction in the Puno probe. It is prefaced by my statement. This paper should be entitled A Manual for the Nincompoop. First allegation, the Senate did not pass a resolution, therefore the committee has no jurisdiction. Kasi ganitong paraan dito sa Senado. Kung gusto mo mag-imbestiga ang Senado, mag-file ka ng resolution. Tapos, ilista yan sa agenda. Pag nag-umpisa ang aming session, ang unang gawin namin ay ang reference of business. Ibig sabihin, binabasa ang listahan ng mga na-file na bills and resolutions, ina-assign sa committee niya. Yan ang hinahanap nila. Iyan kasi, gagawin mo yon kung gusto mo na ibang committee at ibang chair ang gagawa ng investigasyon dahil wala ka namang karapatan bilang senador na mag-utos sa kanila. Pantay-pantay lang kayo. Pero kung sarili mong committee, sabi ng aming rules of the Senate, yan ang problema pag illiterate kasi nagbabasa eh. Ay, mapapagalit ko ang sarili ko nito, mag-high blood pressure ako. Kasi, ako ba'y dapat magsagot pa nitong mga ito? Hindi ba sila marunong magbasa at i-apply nila? I don't want to educate these people. I'm not being paid. Ayaw ko na nga magturo sa UP College of Law. Ito pang mga ito. Kasi wala raw resolution, kaya walang jurisdiction. Saan nila kinuha yan? Basahan po kayo ng batas. Under the Senate Rule, Section 17, the transmittal of matters to the committees may be done with instructions through a motion by a majority of the senators present. The use of the word may indicates permission, while the use of the word shall or will indicates compulsion. Our Section 17 uses the word may. This indicates that other method may be used, such as simple assumption of jurisdiction by the committee instead of referral to the plenary session. Ang nangyayari kasi, pag hindi nakaintindi ang senador tungkol sa batas na ito, gagawa siya ng resolution na i-assign dapat sa committee niya. Pero nahihiya siya dahil akala niya, kahiyan niya na ikaw ang nagsabing mag-imbestiga, tapos ikaw din ang mangmuno ng committee. Kaya ginagawa nila, nakikiusap sila sa mga kapwa senador nila, pwede bang ikaw na lang mag-author nito dahil nakakahiya naman kung ako pa. Hindi naman nakakahiya yan ah. At saka hindi nang kailangan yun. As long as you have competent jurisdiction, you can motu proprio on your own. Order an investigation. That's under 1 of the Senate rules. Number 2, iba pa ang Senate rules sa Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation. Iba pa ito. Section 2, Initiation of Inquiries. Inquiries may be initiated. Ibig sabihin committee hearing, pwedeng umpisahan. Inquiries may be initiated by the Senate or any of its committees if the matter is within its competence. Eh ito, Committee on Constitutional Amendments, Revision of Codes and Laws. Revision of Codes and Laws. Kaya sinabi nga ng topic natin ngayon is the Puno event. Remember, notice that I did not use the word Puno alone. I wrote the word event kasi sa Amerika ngayon, basta may nangyari, they are now using the preferred word event. For example, the creation of the universe is now called the creation event. Kaya hindi ko naman sinasabi na si Puno lang imbestigahan kung hindi lahat nakaugnay sa kanya. At nakalagay maliwanag dito sa aming rules of procedure that the inquiry, the public hearing, may be initiated by any of the committees if the matter is within our competence. Revision of codes and laws ako eh. Itinitingnan natin kung kailangan i-revise natin ang Administrative Code at ang DILG Act as amended. Nakalagay din yan sa paksa na pinapadala sa lahat ng mga testigo ngayon at sa lahat ng kasapi ng aking Constitutional Amendments Committee. Kaya nag-aksaya lang ako ng buhay kung pansinin ko pa itong mga the lowest creatures on the food chain. Hindi ba? Yung mga pagkain ng hindi ba ang shark kinakain niya ang maliit na isda. Ang maliit na isda kinakain niya yung mga worms o kung ano pang insekto. At yung mga worms at insekto kumakain ng pinakamaliit at pinakamahina ang ulo niya sa buong dagat.